Alright guys, I still need to get a video on this skateboard with the cloud wheels. I barely rode it one day. I haven't rode it since. I've been working every day and I'm not going to take this thing to work, but I'm still trying to get that video review out with the X-Way Atlas with 120mm cloud wheels, because it's a different feeling. But anyways, today we're going to take the Ariel rider. Yes, we still have it. It's let me check. It is going to pass 100 miles. Yep, 99.6 miles right now. It's going to go over 100. Let me make sure it's not going to rain at all today. I don't want to get off work and get in the rain, so we're good. I was going to put my phone up there, forget it. This thing's accurate on miles per hour, so I'm fine. You guys might not be able to see it though. The kickstand on the Ariel rider is rough. You know what? It's time to put the visor down. Look how bad my block is. Oh my god. I'm almost getting blown off. That's how bad it is. Oh wow. It's stopping the bike. That's how bad it is. As soon as I guess the wind comes, we go slower. Wow, slowed us down by 2 miles per hour. Yeah, I think it's time to just get rid of this bike already, because honestly, I can't stand the groups. I'm not trying to be like rude to every single person in there, nothing like that, but there's a few select people that they just have an attitude in the Ariel rider group or something. Like I made a post today, someone got a flat, and I posted up, they said it was the first day riding the bike and they got a flat, and I was like, dude, that's me too. The same first day I rode it to work, I got a flat on the Ariel rider. And some guy, I put my video up and some guy said, well, next time ride in the bike lane and don't be doing 20 miles an hour in the bike lane where you can kill someone, or the bike pass and stuff like that. And I'm like, what does that even have to do? And he was saying ride in the bike lane so you don't get a flat also. I'm like, what do you mean? That's where you do get flats, is the bike lane. Like, people don't know like what the heck they're talking about. I feel like there's just these nut huggers that, you know, order one of these bikes and then they just like stick behind them through everything. Like, oh, you got a flat, like, oh, like pay attention to your surroundings, or oh, do this, do that. Like, I'm sick of it, because it's like any bike is gonna get a flat. Like, any bike has its own problems. Not every bike's perfect. Just a little frustrating. I should have went around traffic. This shit sucks. Alright, so my biggest complaints about this bike is that, first off, these grips suck. Why can't they just have some regular standard grips that go across? These are uncomfortable to me. I don't understand why they're like that. The half throttle, not a big fan of, but it's okay. Most electric bikes come with, like, you know, those throttles. The bell is stupid. What's up with the bell? There's a bell. That's the stupidest bell I've ever seen. And the handlebars, like I said, they're too high. The headlight, you can't see. You cannot see with the headlight. That's why I have these extra lights on my bike. The seat is probably the worst seat I've sat on out of all the electric bikes I've sat on. I even thought the Onyx was rough at first, and I just kind of got used to it, broke it in. This thing, even after 100 miles, this thing is rough. This thing is not comfortable. And the suspension is not as comfortable as my Super 73 either. And the pedals, when you start pedaling, your feet go really high. Like, I'm not kidding, like your feet go super, super high. So I don't know. I don't know how to like explain how that feels, but it just feels like my height being 5'10", 5'9", they come up higher than I would like. Whereas the Super 73, they're a lot lower. And then obviously my servo on the pedals are so damn short that I feel like I'm not even like pedaling. It feels weird. Honestly, the servo feels like worse than this, because it's just you're not pedaling at all. But your feet don't have to rotate so much. This just feels uncomfortable to me. And I hate to, you know, say that I'm trying to bash like Super. I mean, I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to bash the Ariel rider. I'm just trying to honestly like tell you guys how it is. Like I know no one else like does videos like that. Everyone just like talks like so good about like all these companies and stuff like that, because you have one bike, you spent all your money on it, you did your research, and you pretty much say that this is the best bike available, right? Oh my god, we're only doing like 26, 27 because the wind's so bad. But I get it, like, you know, you want to be proud of your investment. It's just like buying a brand new car. You're gonna rave it up as much as you can over any other car out in the market because you think you did your research. And that's fine. Like, this bike has good pros and cons. I think before I get rid of it, if I have time, I mean, I'm not gonna promise anything, but if I do have time and no one buys the bike yet, I will make a pros and cons video to this bike, just like I did the Onyx, because there's a lot of things this bike does great, and there's a lot of things that this bike does not do great. And you guys need to know that, because everyone just talks about how superior it is over Super 73. But don't listen to me. If you live in the hills and you're planning on going in the sand and off-roading and stuff, and you're in between a Super 73 and this bike, this is the bike to get, even with its flaws. I would like to know why it's so windy today. You guys probably see I'm all over the place. Like, in video it might look fine, but I swear, like, I'm kind of zigzagging all over the place. Like, I feel the front, like, so that was one thing I wanted to talk about this bike. So the handling on this bike is not the best, because the handlebars are so so high from the tire that you're not connected with the front end. Just because, you know, it's so high, you have less control over the bike. The lower the bars, the more control you have over the bike. And with the wind pushing me around, man, like, it's hard for me to, it's hard for me to like see, like, it's hard for me to turn and stuff like that, like, or stay steady. And another thing too, I don't think it's just my bike. I think in general, I think all these bikes are like this, or that's how this one came anyway, is as soon as you touch the throttle, 10% throttle is about 100%. Like, I shit you not. 10% on the throttle is pretty much like ripping it 100% on the throttle, and then that's why you peel out all the damn time. And I try not to peel out. That's why when I turn sometimes, I'm trying to be very, very gentle with the throttle, because if you pull it any harder than you want into a turn, you know, that's cause an accident. But I don't know if that's just how mine came or what. I have no idea. This is the V1 also. Man, there are crates in the middle of the street. What the heck? Bro, like, these streets are jacked. There's debris everywhere on every single street. It's dusty. All these trees are like breaking apart. Like, oh my god, look at this big old branch. Hey. Woo. See, like that, man, it felt like I was gonna lose control of the bike, so I'm holding on for like dear life, because the steering just wants to go like all side to side. I don't know. I try to explain it to some people that haven't rode it, because someone's gonna spend over $3 grand on this bike and they might not be happy with some of the issues on it. That's all I'm saying. I understand it's always good to be positive and all that stuff, and honestly, for the most part, I am, and I try I know it's negative to talk bad about something, but at the same time, like, you're not being a true person if you're not speaking the truth on how you feel and your, you know, like how you feel on the bike and what you think needs to be changed or worked on or something like that. Oh man, there's a sign. This car's just pacing behind me. They could have passed me like a long ass time ago, but I guess they didn't want to. Probably like, oh, we got to get in the turn lane. So, yeah, of course. I guess. Man, the comments, man, I swear on the Ariel Rider page are just the worst. People on the Suron groups, man, they're hella fucking chill, like, they're super, like, helpful. Well, I mean, for the most part, most of them are kind of just, like, they always talk shit, like, but it's in a funny way. It's not, like, to be, like, disrespectful or anything. I feel like the Ariel Rider people are just, they come off disrespectful, like mad disrespectful. Like, oh, you got a flat on your bike. Well, next time, why don't you ride in the bike lane and watch where you're going? Like, that makes no sense. Yeah, of course, we wanted a flat on the first day we rode our bike. Come on, man, get real, people. Like, oh, you should, like, find a bike lane and not ride in the middle of the street. Where's my bike lane? Like, jeez. Whoa. That's cool. It's an eagle. He's just chilling. That was cool. I would have sat there a little bit more, but I got work. So you know what's crazy? The last time I rode this bike was when I let the guy at the gas station right here that I just passed ride it. That was a while ago. I can't believe it's like been that long. So Bart, it's windy out there, man.
Is it really? How fast that bike go?
Like 33.
Really?
It was so windy, it was kicking me down to 28. That's how windy it was.
Really?
Yeah. What's up, Rebecca? Yeah, that's bad, man. No, I mean, well, it's probably the newest one I've got, yeah, but I had it like about a month ago. Yeah.
How much is that one worth?
32?
Really?
Yeah.